I probably have the most unpopular opinion about this whole Travis Hunter situation. Now, I never thought I would be making a video about somebody else's relationship like this, but it seems like a lot of people do care about Travis Hunter and the girl that he's dating. Now, the issue is, and if you don't know about it, which I hope you don't, but it seems like a lot of people do know and care about it, don't like Travis Hunter's fiance. And there's a couple issues with the situation according to the internet, right? People don't like that Travis Hunter has a fiance, that he's so young, first of all. People are saying that she doesn't really like him, and they got engaged. Everybody's basically calling her a gold digger, and there's this huge discussion about it. Now, it really all started here.
Crazy thing is, I already got hurt and she stayed. Y'all, but y'all gotta pay attention, bro. Y'all just be talking. So for you, bro, I ain't really got nothing to say. You gotta watch the video. You just can't go by what other people saying.
When I said he wasn't my type, he was in high school. I was in college. That's why he wasn't my type. He was young.
And in this clip, she explains how she didn't like him at first because he wasn't her type. Now, a lot of people didn't think that was cool. She's a year or 2 years older than him. She curved him for 2 months, and he was in high school and she was in college. Now, it came out afterwards that she allegedly curved him because he had a girlfriend at the time, which makes things way worse why she would even explain that. But a lot of people didn't like the fact that she curved him. Now, the second thing people didn't like about this is when he won the Heisman Trophy, she was sitting down. She didn't stand up immediately and had to be told when to stand up. I think that even if she would have stood up at the right time or not, people already kind of had it at her. She wasn't going to win that situation. Another thing that even went as far as getting clickbaited is when he was doing a meet and greet and signing people's autographs or taking pictures with them or whatever. It looks like she's telling him something. Now, this page, Poetic Flacco, clickbaited it and said that she said, "Am I supposed to just sit here all day?" And I listened closer to it. She didn't say that, and she didn't really mean it that way. She was more of asking permission of whether or not she should stay there or go hang out with her mom, and she even explains it in her video. This person said she's having a hard time grasping that he is the prize because he wasn't her preference at first. Now she's realizing she lives in his world, not the other way around. To me, it seems like a lot of guys just kind of saw the story about how she curved him at first and they just ran with it, and people just didn't like it. Bro, Travis Hunter's girlfriend thinks she the star. B, you ain't bigger than the program host. Sit back and chill out. Now, celebrities also started pitching in their 2 cents.
This message goes out to Travis Hunter. Listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. Yeah, I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement, but man, you might have to disengage. Cause it's something about this woman, man. The way she was talking to, and she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen, you love who you love. Facts, okay? I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me, and she was like dogging you, going, "Yeah, he wasn't my type." I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party and then we fell in love. I think, personally, I don't know when y'all dated, was it high school? I don't give a fuck. But when she found out your stats, bro, that's when I think she was like, "Oh, I love him. I love him." I don't know what she is. She's like Indian looking, Latino looking with a sprinkle of Ebonics. I don't fucking know what she is. But one thing I do know, you need to watch your ass, bro. I'm so serious, man. I just something ain't right. And I'm sure people agree with me right now. They're agreeing with me. Don't get sucked into this shit, bro. You better sign all kinds of fucking papers, man. All right? You better have an ironclad fucking contract, because something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's fucking type. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out your potential. Now you everybody's type. Be careful with that shit, bro. I'm just saying. I hope Coach Dion is helping him out. Like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I can't tell you what to do. You just gotta have confidence in what you're doing. And I bless you, bless God, and just be careful with the bullshit. I just didn't like what she said. She said, "I'm not your type." He said, "Yeah, I think you should have let the bitch go." That's what I didn't mean to curse, but I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. But Travis, your last name is Hunter, bro. You might have to go hunting real soon, bro. Go Buffaloes.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online. because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated look the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field, so they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down, like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through. But they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I had already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It was like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there, you can go shop, you can come to the hotel, you can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy, because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad, because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So, when his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there, and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that, because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, you know, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seats. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.
Travis Hunter's fiance, she's not had a great week. I don't know if she maybe needs some PR training or this is just how she acts. But every time I've opened a social media app over the past few days, it feels like I've seen another video of this woman just kind of being the worst. Last night, Travis Hunter wins the Heisman. You can see Dion and Shadur standing up. His mom stands up, and then his fiance needs to be nudged by Dion to stand up. And she not only was the first or last person to stand up, she was the first person to sit down. Earlier this week, there was a story going viral that Travis Hunter's fiance revealed that she initially ignored him because he wasn't her type. I thought this kind of got overblown. Sometimes that's how relationships go. She said that he was in the friend zone, that he was in her DMs. She didn't respond for 2 months. Probably then realized that, oh, this man's going to be $100 millionaire very soon. So if you want to get out of the friend zone, have you considered playing both wide receiver and cornerback at a very high level? But again, I thought it was a little overblown. You know, there's an origin story for every love story. I'm still trying to find mine. But then I thought back to her coming down to the field after Colorado's last game of the season this year, which was Travis Hunter's last game for Colorado. They won 52-0. He clinched the Heisman during this game because he played so well. And this was right after the game. He goes and gets her and says, hey, tries to kiss her, and then she's giving him an attitude. But then again, I thought maybe something was going on. Of course, then there was the video last night where she was the last to stand up and the first to sit down. I don't know. The man just won the Heisman. He's crying. It means so much to him. She couldn't even stand up to hug him. Look at Dion stand. And I thought it couldn't get worse. But then came this video of Travis at an Adidas event where he just signed as an athlete. So they wanted to do a little meet and greet with some fans. I'm sure it was kind of a VIP thing. Just won the Heisman. Just got signed for Adidas. This man's set for life. He's at this event taking pictures with fans. He's smiling. Travis Hunter is one of the
greatest guys in football, or at least college football right now. He's always smiling. All he does is play video games. He says he hasn't gone to a party in like years. There's nobody like Travis Hunter. All he does is play football, video games, and smile. As he was taking the photo with the fans at the Adidas event, she was sitting to the right of him and said, "Am I supposed to just sit here all day?" And as he was taking the photos, she was essentially chirping. This is a work event. And look at the attitude. Look at the attitude. Look, he's smiling with the fans. I'm sure he doesn't want to take photos with random people. It's part of the game. And she's chirping while this is all going. Now, I don't know the relationship, but this is crazy. This man's a generational talent on and off the field. And I really hope I'm getting the wrong vibes. It's just bad luck. We're just getting the wrong videos.
Travis Hunter streaming, and he has to defend his fiance while addressing the backlash she received for her comments as he was taking photos with fans, and says that she has been crying and drinking all day because of the hate she's been receiving. Then it turns out that this man is exposing her for having an OnlyFans back in 2020, which would make her around 18, 19 years old and would have put him in the 16-year-old range. This also doesn't make her look that good because people have their own opinions on people who have done OF in the past. And then here she releases an 8-minute long statement addressing all the allegations that have been going on around the internet, and she just explains all the little misconceptions about things. Now, I personally don't feel like she's lying about any of it, but you can form your own opinions over it and see whether or not you still don't like her, if she's an unlikable person. And really, people don't like her because she's a little bit too controlling in the relationship, with too many rules that she sets in place, or they set in place, or whatever it is, and saying that she's basically grooming him into doing whatever it is that she wants him to do. Now, what is your guys' opinion on this situation? Do you guys think she's controlling and manipulating him, and that she's a liar, that all of the stuff that she's doing is rude and that she shouldn't be? Or do you think this has been thrown out of proportion?